So I want to change gears a little bit, and so we don't forget about it. But back to our rock tales. You recently just brought your other band into existence.
Back into existence.
Into existence.
Yeah. We've been on a hiatus since before COVID. And then during COVID, our drummer quit. More power to him. He's doing what he's doing. He's pursuing other things, which is fine. Sometimes when the individual grows and develops, they need to change their surroundings. And so I believe that's what he had to do. And so letting go of the band was his thing. So that was he moved on. That's fine. No ill will towards him. So Jake Hutton, whatever you're doing, I know you never listen to this. I wish you well. So we tried out a couple different drummers. We had lots of auditions set up, and not so many of them showed up.
Wow.
What is that all about? Like, yeah, man, fucking totally, yeah, man, fucking right on, man, right on. And then they're just like gone. They ghost you. Like one of them, not calling him out by name, he actually came over one night, and there may or may not be a little bit of video of him on our Instagram. But anyway, he was like, if you ever need a drummer, fucking hit me up, dude. And so when I said that we were looking for a drummer, we were trying him out, he's like, what the fuck? I told you to hit me up. I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, dude, let's do this. Because we had a great time when he was over. And he was just, jamming, just having fun with us. And he's great on the drums, because he used to be a drummer. And I think he went on Lollapalooza circuit for a while or whatever at the age of like 14 or some shit, playing drums for some band. Anyway, so it was a no call, no show. He just kind of shit out on us, didn't show up, gave us the old Kansas City rubberneck. Be like, fuck yeah, yeah, nodding, fuck yeah, I'm down, bro. And then no, he's just not there. He never showed up. But the good news is, he's back with the band, because I think they were on hiatus for a while. Yep. But maybe they were having some personnel issues within the band. But they got that figured out. They got back together. They had one show, I think, just one show, and they fucking rocked it. They really kicked ass. They write new music, recording new music, getting ready to release new music. Actually, they did just release some new music. So luckily, since I'm keeping all this with no name spoken for whatever reason, now I can't tell you what the band name is. So you Kansas City fuckers probably have all the clues pieced together by now. So but anyway, so we went through drummer auditions, no call, no shows, and we hit up our friend Eddie Maccabee from a drummer called Peridial. And early on, we had asked him to see if he could pull double duty between Peridial and Into Existence, and he couldn't do it, and that's fine, because pulling double duty, it's not for everybody. Not everybody can be in two bands at the same time. I totally respect that. I was like, all right, man, it's cool. Like, you can't do it, but we still fucking love you. Doors open anytime you want to come over and jam, you want to come hang out, whatever, come on over. But like, I think in the time that he came over, like, he did come over a few times to feel us out, to see if we would be a good fit for him, if he would be a good fit for us, just part of the interview process. And so in the time that he came over, I think we wrote 3 songs. And we were like, this dude's fucking got it, dude. Like, if he can do it, he's it. Like, I don't even want to look. But he couldn't do it. So we kept looking. We went through a few other drummers, and we found Jake. And Jake, he's a fucking machine behind that drum kit, man. He's precise. He's accurate. So it's just like fucking machine gun back there. He's really good. So absolutely no disrespect to Jake. Anyway, so Jake quits. We go through, we look through some stuff, and Eddie, unfortunately, had just been in a pretty bad car wreck. So his body was fucking banged up. And so he kind of, like, I felt like he needed some physical therapy. He needed something to get his body back moving. And it just so happened that we needed a drummer. And we weren't in any particular hurry to get back out on stage at the time. And we all kind of agreed that we wanted Eddie. So we were going to nurse him back to health and turn him into the powerhouse that we knew he could be and that we needed him to be. So we got him there, but he took this opportunity. He picked up the ball and he fucking ran with it. He's stomping the shit out of the kicks, and he's beating the shit out of the snare and all the cymbals he can find. He's got like this spiral thing that he loves playing. Ray Luzier from Korn.
I remember seeing
that thing?
Yep.
Yeah, it had a crack in it at the practice right before the show. And we're like, fuck, oh no, is this thing going to last through the show? And he's like, yeah, it'll last. Come on, Eddie. Is it really going to last? Do we need to replace this? And he's like, no, don't worry about it. It'll work. It'll be fine. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to check that off my worry list. I'm not going to think about it because I had plenty of other shit to worry about. So, so he stepped it up for months and months and months. We wrote and we wrote and we rewrote, and we brought some new songs to the show with us that night, and we just welcomed him officially and unofficially several times. So definitely welcome to into existence, Eddie motherfucking Maccabee. But yeah, like you were talking to Katie earlier about the little plastic bin I had full of inflatables, like inflatable guitars, saxophones, microphones, fucking a keyboard, I think it was. I don't know what all I had in that fucking thing. It was just shit to throw out into the audience because I don't really know what to do during guitar solos. So there was that. And plus the crowd likes, stuff from the band being thrown at them. They take it home. It's a keepsake.
Right.
Because set lists they're so few and far between. You can only have so many of those per show. But yeah, it was great. We had a great time. I had a great time. Saw a lot of old friends. We brought back with us from hiatus Beazle Feast, which is always fun. I'm a bear, and
that was awesome.
Yeah, there's nothing like Beazle Feast. If you have the opportunity to see them, fly in from out of town to see them. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. And then we had From Ashes down from Chanute, Kansas. It's kind of a ways away. I stressed him out a little bit when I told him that, when Doors was and when Load In should be. And they're like, man, like, I don't know if we could, the Corey Stout, the guitar player, the fellow time sucker, he's the one that sent us the drawing dicks on newspapers group, or drawing cocks on newspapers. So fucking hilarious. But he sent me a message. He was kind of stressed out about being there on time. And I'm like, look, man, everybody's got to work. Just get here when you can. I get it. You're kind of far away. Check in with Andy when you get here. Square up your tickets, all the things. And so we had opening for us. I'm thinking the last time they'll really open any show was
Dread to Fall.
I don't know why my mind went blank there all of a sudden. Dread to Fall, Burn the Gates had a show with back in St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And they opened that show at Voodoo Lounge. And that was a lot of fun.
They're so good.
They are good. And I thought, what better band to have open our Into Existence Returns show? Into Existence / Beazle Feast Returns show. And so they were down for it. Gave everybody 45 minutes to shine, do a full set, all the lights, opportunity to have your set recorded, both audio and video, or just audio, whatever. Everybody got all the bells and whistles. Nobody got fucking top dog ego bullshit. It's like, no, I want you to make us work for it. So give it all you fucking got. So that's what Dread to Fall did. From Ashes did. Beazle Feast definitely did. So Into Existence had to definitely step it up. And hopefully we did.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
We had
such a good night.
We had plenty of people show up at the merch table. One guy and his wife / girlfriend, I'm not sure what their relationship status was, but they hadn't seen us since Riot Room when we opened up for Texas Hippie Coalition.
Oh, yeah.
And the fun thing
that's been a minute.
It's been a minute. And so the thing about that show was their tour manager had us start playing before the doors opened. So I was like, we're just gonna play to bar staff and our girlfriends and wives. Like, what the fuck? So like there was this door like for load in to the side of the stage. I think it's stage right, because everything's backwards. So stage right, I went over there and I just kind of kicked the door open and started screaming the lyrics at the crowd. With the microphone, of course. And so they could see in to everybody on the stage, and hopefully everybody took my cue and was looking at them playing their guitar and throwing horns at the people in the line waiting to get in. And so slowly they started to trickle in, they started to come in, and they shut the door because they didn't want the door open, noise violations, law, all that shit. But it started off like really frustrating because what the fuck? Like, you really want us to start playing before doors? And Adam Lichtenauer, drummer for Moray, and he's got a new band now. I forgot what it was, but anyway, he was the sound guy for that show and sound guy for Aftershock, and he's just all around good dude. And he was like, "Yeah, I thought it was pretty fucked what they were doing to you, but I knew you guys weren't going to be, babies and, throw a fit about it and make a scene. So, thank you for that. And, hopefully we can make it up to you sometime. But then what happened during COVID with the fire truck running into the building and destroying the entire bar, that happened. It's sad and it's unfortunate, but that's just the way that story went. So, anyway, so Adam's still out there drumming, and I don't know if he's running sound anywhere. I don't think he is, but whatever.
Yeah,
Anyway, so it was good to see them. And we talked a little bit about that show and how fucked it started, but how cool it was before the night was over, and it was good to see them again. And Eddie hung out with me at the merch table for quite a while, and we sold a bunch of stuff and gave a bunch of stuff away. The drummer for Dread to Fall, he came over, he's like, man, I want to get this shirt and maybe a CD. What'd you say it was? 20? And all I got is like 15. It fucking sucks. Like, can I get one of them? I'm like, yeah, you can get both. Because we're local bands.
Right
like,
on.
what the fuck? Just,
Yeah.
The point is, move the product, get the word out, make the connection,
Yep.
make somebody's
Yep.
day. I'm not going to deny somebody of their day. Like, fuck that. Take it. And I wrote it down on our merch sheet that, good times. And that was the first time running anything with a card reader or a square. So that was a lot of fun. That worked way better than I thought it would, and we sold
It's pretty easy.
quite a bit more because of that thing.
Yep.
Because before we were just cash only. Like you'd see like little Johnny Cash, the Johnny Cash picture with him flipping off the camera. Well, I made a meme out of it, and I said cash only, and then I printed it, and then I had I think I had FedEx laminate it, so like I stuck it up on the stand with the green lights going around the outside, because it seems like everybody's a pothead and they're attracted to green lights. It's a total marketing thing. So everybody's attracted to green lights, so they'll like moth to the paint the paint booth, to the merch booth, and
You're the moth to the paint booth.
right, yeah, I am Mothman. So it seemed like people were definitely stoked that we're back. And looking forward to the next show. We don't have anything on the books, no offers, so we can just make something happen, just like we did with the Into Existence Return show. I hit up one of the main promoters and never got anything back, but that's fine.
Westport Bowery.
Westport Bowery's definitely a place to hit up, and I think there's Mini Bar. There's I don't know. There's a lot of bars. Like COVID shut a lot of bars down, a lot of venues down, but there's on the flip side of COVID, there's new bars and new venues opening up. So I don't know if Loogie's ever going to have metal bands at Hillsiders. But if he does, cool. If not, that's totally cool too. He's got a pretty cool looking bar as far as social media goes. But yeah, we had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Okay, cool. What did you think of all the bands? You heard all four of those bands.
Yeah,
before.
no, everyone sounded fantastic.
Good.
So it's a good time.
Good time had by all, and thank you for if you're listening to this and you made it out to the show. Thank you so much. It was a pretty magical night. We all had a really good time. So thank you.